On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 1918, the Great War, the war to end all wars, ended.
8.5 million people died in this conflict, including 200,000 Americans.
On November 11, 1919, President Wilson proclaimed the first ever Armistice Day in honor of those who died in the conflict. In 1954, following World War II, President Eisenhower and Congress replaced Armistice Day with Veterans Day.
November 11th would therefore become a day to honor American veterans for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. As President Eisenhower said,
"It is well for us to pause, to acknowledge our debt to those who paid so large a fair share of freedom's price."
As we stand here in grateful remembrance of the veterans' contributions, we renew our conviction of individual responsibility to live in a way that support the eternal truths upon our nation is founded, and from which flows all its strengths and all its greatness.
On this Veterans Day, we would like to honor members of the Prospect community who have served, and think of how we, as students, can serve in the future.
Hello, students and faculty of Prospect. My name is Bob Pomplin. I'm a 1964 graduate.
Hi, Prospect. I'm Molly Klein, Spanish teacher, and this is my husband, Jason Klein.
Hello, Prospect. My name is Eric Garmo. I'm Quinn Derricks. We're both Prospect class of 2014.
Hi, I'm Rich Gilman. I've worked 15 years here at Prospect in the Media Department, Technology Services. My father's a U.S. veteran.
I'm Al Gilman. I'm 95 years old. I served in the Pacific from 1940 to 1945.
As my wife stated, I'm Chief Warrant Officer 2, Jason Klein. I'm a helicopter pilot in Alpha Company, 1st of the 147th Aviation Battalion.
I entered the Marines in the fall of 1969 during the height of the Vietnam War.
Currently, we're midshipman 4th class at the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
I served in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2010 as an aircraft electrician within the same unit.
I was at the Battle of Midway, and my ship was sunk at the Battle of Ticonderoga Bay.
You're very fortunate today. You don't have to go in the military unless you volunteer. In my day, because of the type of war Vietnam was, almost all of us who graduated from Prospect, probably the majority of us served in the military during the Vietnam War. My idea of Veterans Day is a time to understand who we are as Americans. We are people who came over here all as immigrants from different backgrounds, different families, and formed this great democracy. We all should be proud of that, and we all should be willing to serve our country when in need.
What I want people to remember on Veterans Day is to really remember the sacrifice that men and women put in to protecting the freedom of our country as well as the freedom and rights of people all over the world.
There's no glory in war. War is hell.
I also want people to remember what many veterans have given up. They've given up their time, seeing their families, and pretty much everything to defend their country and what they believe in.
I had just gotten married before I went into service, and I was away from my wife for over a year. And I was very happy when I came home to see her because it showed me how much I truly loved her.
Veterans Day is important to me because not only does it honor the people who fought and served for our country, for the freedoms that we have, but the people who also go all over the world and serve to protect others who can't fight for themselves. And it's important to me to be part of that important tradition and continue to serve. And I love what I do, and I'm very grateful for it.
Veterans Day is really important for Prospect High School students to understand because we have been engaged in foreign wars since you all have been alive. You don't know the United States in an extended period of peace. So people have been putting their lives on the line, being separated from their families. You have families dealing with the loss of significant members of their family for your entire lives. And fewer percentage of our population is in the military, so it's important that we take a moment to remember, respect, and honor these people who are serving our country.
We We need to remember those people who served in our armed forces to help defend our rights and protect our country. We have an obligation always to remember that whether they volunteered or were drafted, they served their nation to protect and defend our rights and freedoms.
I think today is a good day for you to think about how you will serve our country and what impact you will have on the future of our country.
In what way will our students serve the country civically, whether it's in the military, whether it's as a part of a political process, whether it's just as fulfilling your civic duty and voting, being engaged in the issues. It's a good opportunity to pause and reflect. How will you serve, and also to honor those who are serving, have served in the past, and have served in the conflicts that have been involved during your life.
We're the greatest country in the world. You young people today have everything in front of you. This is a time in your life to start thinking about your future, thinking about who you want to be and what you want to be, and who you want to help back. Remember, in life, it's not what you receive, it's what you give. It is just so fantastic to be a part of this whole wonderful environment at Prospect High School. This is the start of your life right now. Being 15 to 18 years old, God bless you all, because you're just very, very young people. You're so fortunate to be here, and in the future you're going to do all great things.
Throughout the day in the Commons and cafeteria, you'll be seeing pictures from members in the Prospect community whose family or close friends served our country. Please pause and take a moment to honor those brave individuals who were willing to give up their tomorrows for your todays. Will you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.